I want to play as that bean-shaped Mercury walking around. I don't want to play as the Blob. I want to play as... I want to be able to dance around like this.
Yeah, he's vibing.
I want to do that.
Kind of reminds you of there was a Pong / Breakout game on the PS1 that was in 3D, and the paddle they tried to add some character to the paddle, and he did stuff like that. He just wheeled around.
I would have put a face on it.
Yeah.
That was a little bit too realistic looking.
Mm-hmm.
And when the ball hit him, he should wince a little bit, like you're hurting him. So it did.
However,
kids are gonna love it.
However, canonically, the Breakout paddle is a spaceship.
Yeah, I know.
We can't break canon.
And then there's Arkanoid, where it literally is a spaceship.
Yeah.
Like, on screen, and you see it flying around in space and stuff, and it's like if you play Arkanoid Do It Again on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
There's an intro cutscene showing the paddle flying through space. It's awesome.
Yeah. Doesn't it fly horizontally too?
Yeah, it's weird how it works. It's strange. It's weird that it's called Do It Again, because the bad guy in Arkanoid is called Doe, which is what Homer says.
Yeah.
So, Homer, has he ever played the game Arkanoid Do It Again? At any point?
He'd probably, it'd stand out to him. Because, he's like, hey, this is my thing.
They said the word dough. What?
Oh, I can't.
Don't
trick me.
It's a really late Super Nintendo game, too. It's weird. It came out 1996 or something.
Yeah.
It's really late for the Super Nintendo. It's fun, though.
Do it again. Oh, I'm really screwing this up.
It feels, though, like if we were really invaded by aliens, the aliens would be called something like that, too. Like, something that you wouldn't expect. Like, it's never... Like, it feels like to me, whenever you have to design an alien name, you come up with something cool or scary. But I bet you, if it ever really happens, tomorrow, just for example, a random date, just say tomorrow.
Yeah.
The aliens, their name is Dooo or something. What would happen? Like, they just called Dooo?
Well, we'd have to accept it. We'd have no choice.
The Dooo. And they're in control now.
They're in control. We accept their Dooo overlords.
There's nothing you can do. It's not like in a movie. We're already in control.
Yeah.
How are we already in control? We've already had things set up for a long time. There's nothing you can do. Just go with it. And the worst thing is, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
We have everything you need to enjoy the rest of your time on Earth until you all peacefully go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're millions of years old, so we can wait a few hundred years, but just know that your time is limited. So just enjoy your video games and drugs and stuff, and leave the rest to us.
We happen to have video games as well, and they're far, far beyond anything you've ever experienced.
Aliens show up here, and it's just like they're willing to wait till we're extinct. But they tell us that we're next. Like the Dooo, or we own this now. We're going to make everything comfortable for you while you die.
Shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
You have to kind of come to terms with it that at a certain date, they've predicted it. At a certain date, humans are just going to go extinct, and it's not that far away. It's like 120 years or something. And they tell you that, but we're going to bring you worldly pleasures you've never seen before for that amount of time.
Yeah.
So try not to feel too bad about it. Your problems are almost over. What would people think?
Well, then why wouldn't they help us? Like what?
No, they need the planet.
Oh,
this one is gone.
Yeah.
But they're not willing to hurt anybody, so they just predicted that this would be the optimal time for us to go away, and that's it, really.
Fair enough. I mean, we've been doing the same thing, so it's fine.
Everyone continue to live as though nothing happened at all.
Yeah.
You just every day, though, every television monitor, phone, computer, doesn't matter what it is, if it has a screen, somehow they take it over once per day for your Dooo report.
Oh, yeah.
And Dooo will show up on the screen and tell you about the new, whatever new thing they have is. and you can't turn it off. It turns itself on in the middle of the night. You can't get around it. Somehow they've taken it over.
Oh, this is kind of weird. Just going vertically.
Yeah. Yeah, Dooo is spelled with 3 O's.
Yeah.
Something weird.
Yeah.
Something unusual.
Just to
like
be
that.
confusing.
Dooo.
We are the Dooo. And
Dooo.
Dooo. Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be weird if they pronounced like multiple vowels? Like doo-woo-woo-woo?
Yeah.
Doo-woo-woo-woo. And so the closest thing we can do is write D-O-O-O.
Something I think about all the time is that where remember when Kang and Kodos took over the U.S. government?
Yeah.
And they called Clinton Clinton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think about that every day.
Yeah, me too.
Clinton. I think about it a lot. I think about that like every day of my whole life.
He just happens. Like his name just happens to be
like an alien name.
In their
Clinton. It sounds like an alien name.
You've unlocked the bio lab.
Oh man.
You have unlocked the Doom bio lab.
Do.
Have a human sustenance leaf as a reward.
The problem is, though, that we know now that if they really are that much further advanced than us, then their speech technology would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we technologically got past a certain wall this decade.
Yeah.
You know, it's that, like, the 20s, we got past a certain...
It went from being borderline incomprehensible to being almost there.
Yeah, in our lifetimes. It went
like
from...
in just a few years.
Yeah, we got through a technological filter.
Yeah.
Like we're on the other side of this now.
It's like the invention of the transistor.
Yeah.
It's all we needed, really.
So it's just kind of, I mean, this voice, AI voice stuff, like it gets over the uncanny valley all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things with it, just a little bit more time, and put a little bit more effort into it. Enough speech examples, enough good prompts and whatever. You can just kind of make it work.
Yeah.
So, it even, like, I have 11 Labs account, and someone sent me a very, very high quality recording of someone's voice for like a bunch of lines, and I put it in, and I got them to. It sounds so good, you can hear them stop and breathe. Like
yeah.
It's insane. Like it's creepy, but it's not though because it's past the uncanny valley. It just sounds real.
Yeah,
we kind of got over that, so it's just weird, you know. So I expect aliens, if they really are somehow, let's just say, more advanced than us on the same tech tree, right? They're more advanced than us on the same skill tree, like in that same direction. Their English will probably be perfect.
Yeah.
It'll probably be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but all they gotta do, we'll capture them talking for 1 minute and then immediately generate perfect English video for us to just look at with a perfect video of a human.
Mm-hmm.
Dooo looks exactly like a human. You can't tell the difference. It's
Do the Dooo.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, what happened?
No!
You got repulsed.
I did that very quickly, but I lost everything. Let's see. Oh yeah. The speed made up for the score a little bit. I got known. Oh, this is a dangerous design.
Oh no.
Why this isn't facing the other way?
Well, my bank is empty now.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if we had called them, you could have got them to deliver a game without it to you in the mail called Mercury Revolution 2.
yeah. Yeah, like there's a swastika in Doom 1, and I'm not, like, I never looked into it, of course, but like there are versions that I expected to have the swastika but that didn't, and versions that I expected not to, that do, and I'm confused, like, what happened.
I always wanted to, like, you know how, if you call, there's a restaurant here who makes birthday cakes, and you can call them, and sometimes they'll make a custom cake, right?
Yeah.
You know what place this is, I know what place this is, let me get it. And anyway, so, I mean, I got all the different cakes. I'm pretty sure I got a Power Rangers cake at some point.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I always thought of saying I was having a birthday party. It's for my 14-year-old son. And, listen, he knows that when he gets out of high school, he wants to go to university to learn history. He's a history buff.
Yeah.
And we decided to have a World War II themed birthday party.
Uh-huh.
And we already got the Allies cake from the other restaurant.
Yeah.
And listen, can you help us out? Like, we couldn't get them to make the Axis cake.
Hear me out. Yeah.
We couldn't get, please. He's 14. Can we please just, we want to, it's going to be so cool when we get the full World War II.
You're getting Italy, okay? Alright?
You'll give me Italy.
You're getting Japan and Italy. Okay? Like a 2-for-1 deal, alright? We just won't. Alright,
I always thought of this. I had this in my mind, this thought in my mind for like 10 years now. Trying to get a World War II themed birthday party and then ask them to make the Axis cake.
No. Like, no, you do it one piece at a time. Like, you get an America cake, then a Britain cake, then a not France cake, and then like then an Italy cake, then a Japan cake, and then nothing.
Yeah,
then you just don't keep going. Honestly, an Italy cake would be awesome because you get the that like image of a Mussolini on the building, like with C in the background.
I love
See
that thing. That's so cool looking. Yeah. I mean, if I was working at this restaurant, I probably wouldn't make that Germany cake, honestly, because all it's gonna I just know that what's gonna happen is he's gonna get it. He's lying, and he's gonna post it on Facebook or something, and I'm gonna get fired.
I mean, what are the?
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, what are the chances? Yeah,
it's gonna be my fault. I know it's gonna be my fault. I just say, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then not come back to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Well, you probably just asked the obvious question. Why can't you just make it yourself? Can't you just buy icing stuff?
Yeah, just give me the ingredients.
Like, yeah, that's probably what I would say. Like, why can't you just do it yourself?
Oh, shoot.
But,
What is this weird level? Oh my god, what? Oh, it's getting weird now. Okay. Alright.
Every time I see a grid pattern like that was just on the screen here,
yeah,
I just think of that Simpsons Halloween episode where Homer's 3D. Like, it's a formative memory of mine.
Oh yeah.
Is that grid? See that grid there where it's got the dip in it? This one. Like, you thinking like that's where Homer throws the cone and it breaks the world. And
yeah. That's exactly it.
My fondest memory I've ever had is watching that Treehouse of Horror with the 3D Homer and looking at it and wondering about it. Has anybody ever tried to make, I don't know, just some itch.io IO game? Has anybody ever tried to make that episode of The Simpsons like a game? Like, just make a playground where Homer can walk around in that place?
Yeah.
Has anybody tried that?
I don't know.
Shouldn't be that hard. Just make it's primitive on purpose.
Yeah, there was somebody remade an arcade game from one episode.
Yeah.
I think I posted that. It was like
it Devil's Advocate?
No. Oh, I wish it was Devil's Advocate. That'd be awesome. No, it was
Waterworld.
Waterworld, the arcade game.
Yeah. Another thing I was thinking about was that I was just watching...
that's gotta be green.
I was watching Reboot again. Like, I put on Reboot and then fell asleep, and I woke up after like 2 seasons had gone by. And I remember just thinking, why has nobody tried to make these games before? Take the games that are in Reboot and make them. Try to copy it. Has anyone done that? Because I remember just wanting to play some of these so bad.
Yeah.
Like, the one from, what the hell do they call it? A Dungeon Deep, or not that, no, it was, the one from Wizards, Warriors, and a Word from our sponsor, or something like that, the episode was called. Where they play, the dungeon, crawler game.
Yeah.
And there's like a carrot that attacks them, and...
That was pretty cool.
And, Mike, reboots as the warrior, and, they can't, like, Bob reboots as the thief, and he tries to grab the sword, and a thief can't use a warrior's weapon, his hand goes right through it.
It's probably how it happens in the D&D world.
Yeah. Just goes right through it.
Oh, this one's green too. What the heck? This is memo trash.
What?
This level's memo trash. It requires memorization.
Oh no.
Okay, so green and pink. I wonder if this is like... What color is this going to be? Oh no, I mean green and red.
How come, like in Reboot 2, which isn't real,
yellow,
which isn't real, but they should have had, a falling block game. We never got that. That'd be cool. What would that be like? Play that.
This one. Okay. That would be... Like, when you're trying to do characters in a falling block game, it gets kind of weird. They could do like a card game parody.
Mm. I was thinking of another thing about, another thing I want to do is, there's so much stuff has happened since 1999 or 8 or something, whenever it stopped.
What's it gotta be?
Like,
yeah, that's red.
Imagine how funny it would be if the user was playing VR. And,
wait, what's this one?
It was some game where the character would not stop manipulating 3D objects and looking at them.
Yeah.
And they just completely obliterated him because he wouldn't stop doing that. And it was a VR game. Right? That's what you do with VR games.
Yeah.
Falling block game. Another one. Another one would be Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Play Fortnite on Reboot. Why not?
True.
You figure out some clever way to exploit the rules. That's what they always do anyway. They cheat all the time.
Oh, whoops.
Isn't it weird that in Reboot, like, some people don't believe in the user, but other people believe in the user. And it's kind of, the user is supposed to be God. And it's like, but yet, in Reboot, God tests people by sending down games that can kill them every day. Isn't that weird? Like, imagine if God sent down a God challenge room that we had to play. We had to muster the courage to play and win. And if we didn't beat God, he destroyed the place around the God box where the game was. Just think about it. That's what goes on in Reboot. That's what Reboot is. Isn't that weird? And yet some people don't believe in the user.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
When, like in Season 3, when, Andrea and Enzo end up in their first system outside of mainframe after the time skip.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Boy, oh boy.
Dang.
That pisses me off.
They come out of the GameCube in this new system, and there's these like really decrepit, sad binomes there who their system's basically destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so scared that nobody's come out of the GameCube before, blah, blah, and they're talking to them. And they say, are you the user? Are you good users or bad users? Oh. Because everyone's just waiting for the user to save them. Everything's so frigged.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Oh. Alright. Okay, Pink.
What? It's just an ordinary Krabby Patty. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Sweet Davy Jones. Okay,
I had this weird dream. This very, very real feeling dream. Where this is the second time I had this dream with the Switch 2. But I got to play the Switch 2, and I was invited to this exclusive event where it was just me and a few other people.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, they even interviewed me personally to get testimony.
Oh, yeah.
To get user It was so weird. And anyway, it was the Switch 2, but it was black, and there was no Joy-Cons. It was a portable only. And the handles on the sides were actually Wavebird.
Oh, yeah?
It was just the Wavebird, but extended to the size of the Steam Deck.
No!
And,
oh, fuck.
I remember the matte finish and the feeling of it and everything. It was so real, I remember how it felt. But the thing was, though, it was also the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So, it had this Valve logo on it. And I remember looking at it, it's like, what's this? What is this? What's going on here? So what happened was, the Switch 2 doubled as the Steam Deck 2.
Yeah?
They were the same thing. It was somehow announced that...
Oh, that's weird.
Valve and Nintendo teamed up to create the Switch 2. And it ran Steam. That's what happened.
Oh, that's strange.
It was so real. It was just crazy.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's Mercury Meltdown Revolution. But I prefer not to call it a meltdown.
Yeah, it's more like a revolution.
Yeah, or...
More revolution than meltdown.
Or an unrequested fission surplus.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
Yeah.